Hi everyone, welcome to Alanna Elcey. This is the place to be to learn how to manifest the business and life of your dreams. And today we are going to be talking about something a little bit different. We're going to be talking about politics. Now, some of you may or may not be interested in politics, whether or not it's not all of my videos that you have to watch, and I understand that. But for those of you who are, I just wanted to give some of my personal insights into politics, especially politics of today, because, as you may know, you may or may not know me, I am a life coach, specifically a law of attraction life coach that, as I did mention before, helps people to manifest the business and life of their dreams. And as a life coach, I think that it can be quite helpful, or to me, it just makes sense that I can talk on things or that I talk on things on my channel that affect people's lives, right? Now, we are the main creators, okay, of our own lives because we're own free will, our own responsibility, etc. But how we interact with these concepts are up to us, and whether or not we choose to is up to us. We can still have a beautiful life without interacting with any of these concepts. But if you find it interesting, if you feel it does play into your belief system and so it's unavoidable to kind of affect you in some way, because we do have to learn how to operate with the world around us, and not everybody could, or necessarily it's not part, everybody could tune it out, and it's not necessarily part of everybody's belief system to tune it out. So how could we work with it um rather than against it, and kind of dissect some of these principles to help us to again manifest the life of our dreams, right? Or ideal life, manifest the life that we're looking to manifest, right? So now in terms of politics, I don't know if necessarily it helps to say like for sure, like which party I'm necessarily leaning towards, because, or I could say which one I'm leaning towards, but not necessarily which one that I am, or um like for certain or anything like that. I'm trying to figure out the best way to navigate this, okay? And so because honestly, my opinion does change, it can change. It's not everything on every side even that I necessarily agree with. So even in just regular, you know, even I don't necessarily ever say for sure which party that I definitely am affiliated with, because sometimes one party makes really good points, and I'm like, I consider those and I lean more that way, and the other party makes really good points and I consider those and I lean more that way. There is a party recently that I have been leaning more towards. And again, I'm open to if anybody wants to change my mind, in helpful, constructive, positive ways, right? Through positive discussion, all of that. I'm open. Usually I'm open to that discussion. It's not always that I want to talk about it, but today I want to talk about Dems and how I'll just refer to the parties as Dems and Reps, but Dems and how a lot of the time I do feel that it is the party of more compassion, and it is the party of just more compassion, care, fairness for all, that kind of thing, whereas the reps more tend to be, you know, more feel taking the stance that you can't help everyone, and that you shouldn't even try, and that you should pull yourself up from your bootstraps, and things are, kind of making things hard for a lot of people and all of that. And I just wanted to, at least for the purposes of this video, each party deserves their flowers in different ways. But for the purposes of this video, I really want to commend Dems on how compassionate and caring that they've been, especially in recent years or decades. And so, yeah. So I could end the video here, like, share, and subscribe. And yeah. But, for those of you who are still here, I may end the video here. I may continue it. But I just wanted to say, in terms of Christianity as well, even and especially traditional Christianity, I do think that, like, I do question whether, because people say that rather than Dems, reps are the people that you should vote for if you're Christian, but I question if that's the case. I truly question if that's the case because, necessarily, because I do think they're both Christian in their own ways, as I said, in terms of compassion and caring. The Bible, especially in the New Testament, talks a lot about that. Um, there is in terms of the reps, the give Caesar what is Caesar's, meaning, I think, looking at a coin, Caesar is on it. So I think there's a passage in the Bible to the effect that you're told to give Caesar what is Caesar's. Um, because on the coin, his face is on the coin. And that's just a way to say, like, yes. Well, how I interpret it is like, yes, you know, money is a part of life, it's a part of society. It's a part of obviously how socioeconomics run. Okay. And it's important to pay your taxes, this, that, which I think is more what reps talk about, but reps also talk about, pulling yourself up by your bootstraps. And, I'm sure there's something in the Bible to the effect of that too. Um, and, a lot of people are very particular in terms of, I'm probably going to use, what do you call it, TikTok language, because apparently you can't really say certain things on these apps, especially not anymore. So in terms of some abortion, they have that as well, which is why I think a lot of traditional Christians tend to lean rep rather than dem. But I do think that, again, Dems, it's okay for Christians, I think, or understandable at least, um, from how the Dems treat the poor and the needy. Um, a Christian looking at that and saying, like, it's understandable a Christian would look at how they treat the poor and maybe say, I like how you treat the poor and the needy, right? Um, and and the reps would, in terms of moral issues, strictly moral issues, they mainly focus on this abortion thing, right? And, so it really is up to you. But, again, the doctor is a really respected profession, right? Even in, or should I say, including in the Bible. And they're um yeah, and just it does tend to be a medical decision. A lot of it is medical between the woman and her doctor, because sometimes, unfortunately, in the uterus, the fetus doesn't always survive, right? Unfortunately. And so when you're dealing with these matters, it's not as black and white and cut and dry. Okay? And so yeah, so I just wanted to say that. And is there anything else that I wanted to say? But yeah, so you really have to figure out if, you know, which party resonates best with you, right? And in terms of medical care, again, it seems to be the Dems that more talk about that. Not to say that the reps definitely don't talk about that, but not that I have seen. Okay. And so yeah, so I just wanted to say that both parties have values that resonate with some of the things that are said in the Bible. Okay. And so yeah, so if you enjoyed this video, if you'd like to see more of these videos, please like, share, and subscribe to help support the channel. Subscribe so you can keep seeing videos, and to just when you like it, it helps boost the video in the algorithm, and that helps support the channel. Okay? So all right, so yeah, I hope this video was helpful, and I'll talk to you guys later. See you later.